Have you ever found yourself rolling through a few starts when suddenly you got given something that made you think, oh, well okay then, I will try this one. Welcome everybody, my name is Ursa and this is a map you're going to want to play. As usual, come to Discord to find the exact save file if you want to go at it. Look at this, look at these tiles, it's a wonder start and we're playing Germany. The details are as follows: Deity++, that's 2 stages beyond Deity, it's a modded difficulty and it's really helped so far with just keeping the game interesting. Standard speed, 10 player, large, I believe this is a ridge map, I got it slightly wrong last time. Yeah, this is the ridge map, so this is the one with the mountains in the middle. Last time we were playing a rift map, slightly different, it's like the opposite, but ridge as given to us by Alternate Cartography. It's an amazingly fun map. Honestly, come and get the save file, you will love it. A bigger map than last time we played this one. I think we did a 4-player map last time, but the script was awesome, redundant, just plentiful of everything. And watch out for 22 city-states because we're going to be Germanying this game quite heavily. I also just wanted to quickly say that I do have a Patreon and a Ko-fi if you fancy supporting this stuff as I make these videos, but we better just jump into this playthrough whilst I explain what we're doing. Now we're going to attempt a super role-playing game with Germany this time. We've done it a few times with people like Spain and it generally plays out really well. The idea is to play Germany but really play Germany. We're going to lean into every single one of these policies where we can. Firstly, Holy Roman Emperor is going to be basically the core of how I play this game. Now this is just an overlooked part of Germany often, like the additional military policy slot, yeah, really good. Wonderful stuff, but +7 combat strength when attacking city-states, no one does that. No one takes on city-states. Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, we will. We are not going to leave a single city-state alive. My job is to declare war on every single city-state as soon as I meet them, and it is my job to wipe them all off the map. If I can hold on to it and keep it as part of my empire, great, we will become the Holy Roman Empire of just amalgamated blob of city-states. However, if I can't, say for instance because the city-state is right in the middle of all of the AI, then I will raise it to the floor. If the city-state has been captured and killed by somebody else, I care not for it. I just don't want them to be independent. I don't want there to be a single city-state. I'm also not going to put my envoys anywhere because, I mean, I physically won't be able to. I'll be declaring war on city-states literally as soon as I meet them. 3 imperial cities means that I can build 1 more district than usual. Because of that, I'm going to effectively try and build as many districts in my cities as possible. I'm also going to lean as much as I can into building perfect Hansa districts. Now that is not a role-playing thing, that's just playing Germany, and it's really good fun. What I will try to do, however, is a Venetian arsenal privateer into U-boat spam. I rarely use U-boats, and I really want to do some raiding and pillaging with them because they are so good. +10 combat strength when fighting on ocean tiles, combined with that +1 sight, makes them very effective units. But that is all totally pointless because what we're looking at is just a start of legends. Now, these 2 tiles are right on my 2nd ring, so I'm going to be able to work them. I also have spices to the north. Oh boy. Oh, this is going to be wonderful. I mean, just settling in place, I think. We just want to get this game started as soon as we can. And oh look, it's a wonder. Who would have thought? Now this thing is brilliant. The 3 gold and 2 culture to adjacent tiles basically means we're going to have the legendary start we've been looking for some time. The city that owns the tile receives +4 gold on its outgoing international trade routes. What we're going to be doing is effectively be making this like our super trading city where possible. Although actually now looking at this, there is desert on the other side. So I'm thinking somewhere we're going to have the single best desert wonder in the game. That's right, it's the University of Sancourt. Now this thing gives you science and gold for all outgoing trade routes. Oh, hang on, no, it's routes to the city. Okay, well, I mean, it's useless, but anyway, we can still build it. We can still build it, and it'll be really fun. So as previously mentioned, I'm going to see if I can remember to build the Venetian arsenal. That's going to be quite an important thing. These aren't actual places I'm going to just put this stuff. I just want to try and remember to build this stuff as best I can. Germany give you so many great engineer points that really not getting the mausoleum is a silly thing to do, so we want to keep an eye out for a mausoleum play. And actually, is that a lake? It is a lake. It is a lake, but that's okay because I think you can still build it next to it. Does it have to be adjacent to a harbour? So I could, in theory, build it around my capital if I wanted to. It would be useless. It would be a pointless use of the mausoleum, but I could do it. I want to get myself a settler out as quickly as possible as well, because I want to work as many of these tiles as I humanly can. So I think for me the best thing to do is to get a warrior, because that syncs the two up. I've got 8 turns of growth, 8 turns of building. I'll be able to put a settler out next turn. I'm going to avoid going for religion today. Religion's a good fun, but I've played religion heavily the last few games. We're going to be beelining on going for campuses, commercial hubs, and Hansas, the typical German trifectorate. It's very, very handy, and it all stems from the fact that A, having campuses is really, really good because you get lots of science. I'm going to need all the science I can get to take on the city-states. I want to be militarily very powerful. I also want Hansas down, and Hansas get +2 production from each adjacent commercial hub. So they're like regular industrial zones, but on steroids. So basically any green district, aqueduct, canals, dams, as well as commercial hubs give the +2. Ley lines also give them, and Secret Societies is on, I'll explain that in a second. But they also get production from adjacent resources. That's not just strategic, that's all resources. It's not what you want to lean on, but it's very helpful. Just remember that you don't get adjacency from mines, lumber mills, or quarries. It's the resources themselves, not the improvements. All good. All good. We've spoken about this far too much. I'm going to beeline towards writing. Let's go for pottery quickly. I mean, what I could do actually is beeline writing, not writing, mining, in order to chop this stuff down to get a good settler splurge. But, I mean, that would involve going for Magnus. So I mentioned before that Secret Societies is on, ooh, what's this horrendously ugly looking thing? It looks like somebody made a plastic person and then stuck their head in the oven and it kind of melted, and then they put a plastic bag over it to kind of hide it, and then that melted. It's wonderful. It's the Starborne Emissary. I'm so excited to give this one a try. This is Fuzzle again. Hello, Fuzzle, author of the most amazing pirate Secret Society, the Brigand Court, that we tried before. And this is a very different take on a Secret Society. We'll be playing this through as we go through. I just thought it would work really, really well with Germany. And we're going to just jump straight into it because I kind of fancied it. 15% production towards wonders. Okay. That's not how I play normally, so that's going to give me very little benefit at the moment, but campuses built adjacent to a wonder grant a random Eureka from the current era. We're going to do it. You and your fellow citizens look on in awe as the indescribable object descends from the evening sky. Brilliant lights and swirling smoke emanate from the craft as a gaping mouth yawns open. Now that is horrifying. From the inside, 3 small, almost humanoid creatures emerge, communicating in sounds impossible for anyone to understand, and yet you feel like they have come to guide your people. Basically, they're like the worst sort of helicopter parents. They come in, they sort you out, and they're just talking all the time. You kind of glaze over them. They'll be fine. The second one is fun. We're going to wait towards this because Germany are already ridiculous because they get an extra district. But this one lets me build a new specialty district in my cities for every 2 population instead of every 3. Yes, this is going to go crazy. The beginning of the game is basically waiting until I hit 50 gold. Like, there's nothing more I can really do. Just got a free builder from a tribal hut. That's nice. Okay, well, we'll have to keep an eye on that one. Beautiful. Literally nothing I can do with it right now, but this would be a good opportunity, as mentioned, to do some chip chopping if I wanted to rush a couple of settlers out. If I were to go for a Magnus Start, not a bad move. I'm just going to use it to explore a little bit for now. Hopefully, I won't lose it immediately to a barb, which is exactly what is going to happen, no doubt. I'm sorry, what's that? Brussels? Declare war! Oh god, this is going to be awful. We don't like city-states. I refuse to engage with them at all. You know what, actually, mixing up combat here is going to be tricky because we're going to have to fight off city-state armies as much as we're fighting off barbs here. This is going to be terrifying, but check that tile out. That is a 4 food, 4 production. No, sorry, 4 food, 4 culture, blah, 2 production, and 6 gold tile. Oh my lord. And just for fun, I'm spending my gold on this tile. So now I've got 7.5 culture per turn. Yep. That's exactly what's going on here. It's wonderful. I'm actually thinking now, beelining masonry and bronze working might be a good move. Spearmen have 25 strength. Having battering rams helps as well. We could, in theory, go and immediately try taking Brussels on. That could be quite fun. It would help me to expand. You can see I've got fresh water down here. That's pretty cool. That means I could stick a city around this natural wonder. So if I were to like go there, for instance, that wouldn't be too bad an option. That gives me the sugar to work. It gives me all these tiles to work as well. Lets me also put a city onto the salt over there. And then that's got a good harbour. I can see that would be a nice district for me there. That looks like a canal district that I would quite like to do as well. So that would be awesome. Actually, look, we can start planning like crazy here. We can go for a canal on that tile. That would give me the option to... oh, that doesn't really help at all. I was just thinking of putting a Hansa where the salt is, but no, that's not going to help at all. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Do we just rush a settler out at the beginning of the game, or do I go for a little bit of army? I'm going to rush a settler until I get the Agugi card. As soon as I've got that, then I know that I can be building warriors a little bit more efficiently. I'm just going to hold back Brussels for a second. Oh yeah, I really am going to just be holding them back. Fortify and fortify, come at me. This is actually a really good way of leveling my units up at the beginning of the game, but not kind of the way that I hoped it would be. Oh wow, my border growth is going to be insane now. God King, Discipline, Survey, that's the extra military policy slot that Germany get given. Good stuff. What am I going to go for now? Do we go for mining? Like, what am I really going to be doing with my builder here? I could go for irrigation. That would be pretty decent to do. No, mining. Let's start off with mining. I feel like chopping some stuff down, that would be good, but also getting myself a battering ram, very useful as well. I always forget about the +7 strength I get fighting city-states. It's so powerful. It's brilliant. So far, Brussels appear to be very content with just sitting near my troops and not attacking them. Intriguing. Very intriguing indeed. We've got God King. I have to take Survey out quickly. Agogi is a very useful thing for me. As soon as the settler is done, we're going to immediately whip around into getting a bit of an armed force. Building any sort of sensible Arkan-based sort of system is going to be tricky. I think actually if I were to put an aqueduct on that forest there, that leaves me with hopefully at least a +1 campus next to that mountain, and maybe another mountain in that direction. But if I chop this one down, that'll probably be a decent one to chop, and then we can look at Arkan placement in a bit. And for frustratingly, I really wanted to go and settle down here, but Brussels are very much blocking my way. So, thinking, do I just send myself to the north up here instead? That might be a slightly better way of doing it. I'm going to just switch these around a little bit. Let's just put that there. That'll give me a little bit more space, but I think settling up on that level, that might be quite good for me. I think a slinger spam, though, that might be quite good. We've got so much gold. Getting archery is going to be quite easy. Let's go animal husbandry into archery. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. That's really cool. Early Empire, let's boost that. That'll help me to get settlers in a little bit. Etamantanki has been built on turn 20. Blimey, the AI is not hanging around today. Let's just go and stand on this. That is another mountain. Okay, there's also a river here, which is pretty cool. So I could, in theory, go for a commercial hub with a +3 because it's on the river and it's got districts next to it. That means that I could, in theory, Hansa it up there for a nice +6. So we're going to be looking to settle kind of over in this area as well. That's quite cool. Oh, no, it's a barb slinger. He's come to ruin my day. My settler is just going to trundle along by itself. Nope, not to be. Okay, right, well, we're going to bring my settler in the other direction then. I'm just going to have to scout quickly with the builder and see if there's anywhere that I can settle that'll be quite tasty for me. I've got lots of gold spare. 18 gold per turn coming at the moment, which is pretty crazy. Oh, that is a coastal area up this way. Okay. Well, that is intriguing. That means that we could do quite a nice Hansa placement here if we're lucky. Let's just think about this. Normally the triangle for the Hansas works best, but seeing as we're playing Germany today, we can be a little bit more liberal in how that goes. That's going to be a Hansa. I feel like that's a Hansa. We're going to stick a city centre down there. I'm going to aqueduct it over to that tile and then put a commercial hub on that tile. What do we reckon? That's a +9. Don't feel like there's much else we could do to improve upon that for now, but that is a nice little area. So maybe if I move my settler down and settle this bit, yeah, I think that's actually quite good for me to start with. Let's do that. So much chopping potential here. I think once we've got the Pantheon, I'll switch over to settlers, but I think I'm going to go for a Magnus Start. I very rarely Magnus Start it. Normally I Pingala Start, but this, yeah, if I can get a nice production hub, I can start kicking out some settlers quickly. I believe, is that the archery boost? Yes, it is. Perfect. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. We've now got 2 slingers out. I think I can get a 3 and 4 pretty easily, but we'll just play it by ear, really. Aachen, yep, fantastic. Let's just work another tile. Good. Look at all that culture. 12 culture per turn coming in immediately. What a start to game. We should hopefully be able to get a good starting government pretty much from scratch, which will be awesome. Just everyone stop attacking me. Thank you. City 2, though. Looks like there's a barbed galley immediately there. Ugh. Terrible. I just had another brilliant idea. Look at this. Put a camp down on this cheeky little deer hidden away by my capital. And that is a Temple of Artemis that gets pretty decent range with most of the irrigation sites around, all these sort of plantations. There's one there, 2, that would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, unless there's more, 8 including the camp. Did I count this one? It's a lot. It's a really good Temple of Artemis. So, as soon as I get archery unlocked, I think I might just start getting a couple of builders and use Magnus combined with State Workforce, here we go, Corvée, and also combined with a Magnus, who give, no, sorry, our little alien friends, give us 15% production towards wonders. That, I believe, should be a good combo. I could then put my campus down afterwards, and that will give me a Eureka for doing that. So, you know, I think that's quite cool. Otherwise, it's just a slinger rush. What I'm trying to do is get just as many slingers up and out as we can as quickly as possible. The Netherlands. Hello, Netherlands. Ignore what I'm doing to Brussels. These Brussels fiends are no concern to anybody here. Barbs are wailing in me as well. It's very good that I've got crazy production already. This +11 production combined with Corvée in order to get all of these different things around, not Corvée, Agogi, is allowing me to get a lot of slingers out, which is a really, really good thing. Now, they dislike me 13. Oh dear. Well, okay, well, that's not good. Why? Why? Rival Secret Society. What's she gone for? Void Singers. Ah, that'll be why. That'll be why. Never mind. Magnus now has provision. Lovely. Settlers are now available to be bought, pretty much not for free, but I won't lose a population. So I can start to hammer those out pretty quickly as well. The government plaza is something I should really think about putting down somewhere. Haven't considered where that might be just yet. Maybe this tile? Don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Actually, yeah, that tile is pretty good. Let's do that. That's already a nice +8. Cool. It's archery time. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Machinery already boosted. And 4. So I've got 4 archers now. I think that should be enough to start really pressurizing Brussels. You continue eating chocolate, my friends, but it will not save you right now. So this chop will give me 51 production. 51. Wow. Okay, well that will finish that builder nice and quick. Let's go and start to rush the Temple of Artemis. 13 turns, you say? I think we can do better than that. Stick conscription on. Agogi is good. Yeah, so I'll keep it on. And then let's go for Corvée. 15% extra production towards wonders. That's now to 10 turns. Lovely, but I'm going to just give 54 production, so that's just boom. That's shaved quite a bit off. Lovely stuff. And luckily, depending on where my archers are, they can quite often shoot over the top of things. So that is quite a nice little hit there. Lovely. Move you to go and get promoted. And everything else can start to wander forward a little bit. Oh, pyramids have just been finished. I saw that and I was like, no, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Pantheon. Oh, what am I going to get? This could be fun. Monument to the Gods would rush this through even faster. Now, if I wanted to go for other wonders, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Great Bath is the only one I know of at the moment. Etementanki's already been taken. Hanging Gardens haven't really got anything that I can put down on this. I feel like that's probably not worth it. So we won't go for that today. I'm probably going to be chopping a lot of stuff down. So I'm not going to go for Lady of the Reefs and Marshes. That's probably not what I need. City Patron Goddess, that would let me put down my first Hansa very quickly, which is always a good thing. Otherwise, Goddess of the Festivals, I'm going to put a lot of plantations down around these cities. So that would be a huge amount of extra culture. That could be fun. Yeah, let's do that. We're banking on something that'll help going forward. I quite like that as an idea. It's there's probably better options for me. But what can you do? Temple of Artemis. Each camp, pasture, plantation improvement within 4 tiles of the wonder provide +1 immunity. That basically is going to make my capital just a super unit. It also gives my capital a little bit of housing and a little bit of food just to help it to grow even further. Now, normally I do that with a Pingala start, but it was too good an option to kind of look away from. Just far too good. Brussels has a lot of units, but luckily for me, I have enough hills that I can kind of fire over the top a little bit and get the job done. Let's push forward with you. That'll put this archer somewhere a bit more useful. Get you to fortify. We are slowly now pushing forward. Now that I've picked up writing, I think I'm going to go for irrigation so that I can start putting all of these luxuries up in place. I've got silk, I've got coffee, I've got spices, and bananas. Bananas aren't a luxury, obviously, but all of this is going to give my capital more immunities. In fact, all of those are going to get it +2, because I'm going to get the luxury immunity and then also the extra Temple of Artemis one. So that's not a good... That's not a bad thing, I should say. Not a good thing, not a bad thing either. Now that Magnus is in place, I think that getting Pingala in is going to be a good thing. Now, this isn't a very good Pingala city, but it will get better. Meet 3 city-states. Thank goodness I haven't met 3 city-states, am I right? We managed to avoid going into a normal age as well. We have the Dark Age. So far this game is going absolutely perfectly. I cannot complain at all. I think Classical Republic is probably a good option for me here. I'm trying to think about what the best option is. Each government plaza building. I've just built a government plaza in my capital, but not the building just yet, so maybe not on that one, but Classical Republic for now. Yeah, it's normally a good start if you're unsure about what else to do. Conscription is pretty good. Corvée I don't need anymore. What I'll do instead is go for urban planning, builders, settlers as the trifectorate, and then envoys. Envoys, I'll go for charismatic leader, I guess, to see how many I can collect, but I don't need either of those. Blup. Oh, actually, strategist. Oh, that'd be useful. Let's go for that instead of urban planning. There you are. I want great general points. That would be quite cool. If I can get Boudica. Yeah, perfect. That would be a fantastic start for me. Now, the Barbs are attacking me, but now that I've got archers, they are literally of no significance to me whatsoever. Oh, and look at that. Because of the way that Brussels is packed in, I've already got it under siege. Okay, this may be a little bit more effective than I was worried about. Cool. Let's go take it down. Okay, the main problem is going to be getting visibility on this. Actually, I need my warrior on that tile, annoyingly. Yeah, the woods are in just totally the wrong place. So Brussels is looking pretty squished. I'm going to have to just throw things at it in order to try and get through. But that's okay. It's only doing 13 damage against my archers right now. That is pretty handy, and it means I can start to just hit down the walls with relative ease. Good. Good. I think Brussels should be done for now. Irrigation finished. Perfect stuff. Okay, we can send trade routes to build commercial hubs and go towards Hansas. Is that the best thing to do? Or do we want siege equipment in case we need to go for another city-state? Ugh, city-states. Let's go for sailing and then currency. I think we'll do it in that order. That sounds good to me. Oh, there's a warrior has just appeared in Brussels. Okay, that's a bit frustrating, but my archers are fairly tough with their upgrades, so that is pretty cool. There's the volley. I'm just saving an upgrade on all of them. It's quite handy. It just means I can heal them immediately if I need to. So Arkin is on 1 immunity, but I'll get the plantation going, and suddenly +3. Here we go. This is where my capital gets very happy indeed. Ancestral Hall has been finished. Wonderful. Let's get the trader running quickly to boost currency, and then we can go from there. I think so far so good. Let's Go and improve some of these towers. Oh, can you imagine when lumber mills are being made? It's going to make my cities a lot better. Very, very fast indeed. Where am I going to get this campus? I feel like there's got to be better campuses out there. Oh, that's a nice +2 actually. Oh, I'll work towards doing that quickly. Lovely. Get some research in to help me with that one. So the Netherlands might go to war with me over this, but I mean, if that's going to stop us, this is the wrong game. This is the wrong game to be Germany. Brussels is done and taken. Oh, thank goodness. We have eliminated the only city-state we have met as Germany. I am happy. I am very, very happy. Let's fix that monument quickly, and then you can see that's a +6. There's a +6 campus there. Okay, well that's entertaining. That fire is less entertaining. Okay, right. Well that's that is more of an issue. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But if that ransacks through my capital, that's going to be nasty for everyone. Oh, hang on. Okay, sorry. They have to be in the city, don't they? Okay, so these couple of plantations won't affect the Temple of Artemis. Okay. God, it's worded so badly, that wonder. It always makes you think like it's going to be way better than it actually is. Is the fire going to spread, or is it going to let me off with a stern warning? Let's have a look and see. There's the Hague and... Mogadishu! How dare you? How dare you even exist? Declare war! You will die! Well, I mean, the Hague is right there, isn't it? Haha. Well, we're going to have to treat them with the contempt that they are clearly deserving. Good thing I have a huge archer army, actually, looking at it. Oh, they've even denounced me. Oh, perfect. Well, there we go. I don't really have to do anything. There's an archer, a catapult, I should say. That's really annoying. There's a plantation. Lovely. Now, would you like to buy my spices? Netherlands. You're very welcome to them. I will ask for gold up front. No, they're not going to give it to you. Okay, fine. Sometimes you can thieve a little bit of gold and go from there. I'm just going to quickly put down a suspicious trade route to the Hague. Not that my troops need to be able to move in this direction faster, but that's exactly what I'm thinking. Oh, Preslav. I found Preslav, which means instant war declaration. This is a very strange way of playing, by the way. Oh, hang on. Preslav found me. That's not good. Right, I was just about to improve that, but I'm going to have to run away quickly. Run bravely away, my friend. Oh, well, that scout just totally ate my trader in a single turn, which is a bit annoying, but never mind. My archers are all still leveled up quite nicely. I just needed to basically have the trader just to get the boost. That was the main reason I had it in the first place. It's a bit annoying, really. Archer, you come back to there and attack. Thank you so much. We're still getting settlers out. I'm starting to settle very quickly, actually. Magnus is producing these things every 3 turns or so. So I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, was that a +6 campus, was it? I think I must. I don't think I can resist that one. That's too good. Do you think us unaware of your plans? Yes. Yes, I do. Right, they have more military than I do. They have 500 to my 184. But what I've got are choke points of archers and then warriors ahead that are causing me to be able to sort of defend myself pretty nicely here. So I'm hoping we'll be able to just like do quite a decent chunk of damage here and then just hold them off wave after wave after wave. We'll see how they attack us, but I've got high hopes. How are they going to attack? They're going to keep attacking a couple of archers. Okay, that's not great, but we did manage to hold back the first assault. Like this top, yeah, the units at the top are doing a lot better right now. Thing is, how much am I looking to sacrifice units here? Not really. So we can get a couple kills, move you back. Okay, that's good. This is good. We've done a lot more damage to them in the first few salvos than they have done to me. There's another city down with an extra builder as well on top of that. Lovely stuff. Treat yourself to an amazing tile there. Look at that. Oh, those are some yields. And I think I'm going to go work that iron nice and quick as well. Perfect. Right, that's the first wave of units done. I'm hoping the Hague I should be able to take down reasonably easily. Now, they do have a galley in it, which gives it 30 strength, but I've got so many archers in the area, I'm hoping we can give them a bit of a bloody nose. Machinery's not a million miles away, actually, but I'm wondering if that's the best thing to do. Let's go for ironworking instead. Get that one sorted, and then we can rush apprenticeship and get man-at-arms. Dido, nice to meet you. Ignore everything that's happening around here. You don't need to know about this huge war we're having with the Dutch. I don't even know who the Dutch are, it's fine. Don't mind as well if I do most of my trading in gold up front. It's not that I don't, I sound like I'm some sort of like schmiminal or whatever rhymes with that. It's fine. It's just for it's just for everyone's benefit, really. Uh-oh, now that would be embarrassing. My 10 strength Brussels has been sieged by a single scout. Oh no. Well, let's just pretend that's not happening. There's iron working, by the way. Cool. Now, the priority attacks are going to any units that stray outside of their own borders. That's kind of what I'm focused on here. That's what I'm going for. We're just trying to build a bit of a strength and sort of defensive area where I can get all my archers into combat range without fearing like they're going to get killed. There's another city up to the north here, Hamburg. Great, and some salt to go with that. Apprenticeship boosted. I mean, our luxury situation's pretty good at the moment. That's +3. Actually, that's not as good as I hoped it would be. Have we got war weariness suddenly? Like, what is going on here that's causing us -1 war weariness? No, we seem to have just lost a lot of stuff. I guess, actually, we just need to improve all the camps and things around here, don't we? That's probably the thing to do. And finally, a very special shout-out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Davalex, Trafford Askby, Paul Coffey, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petrovan, Matthew Hatch, and Nim for all of your support, as well as everybody else who watches, likes, comments, and engages with the video. Thank you very much. See you next time.